We communicate a lot.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of your life that I never experienced that I feel like I was part of. I truly listen. And so it's hard for me to differentiate like your current. I feel like I could say with all certainty that, yeah, you've come so far and you've grown so much. But that's just me speaking from what I've absorbed from you. Since I've visually and personally met you, there's been a lot of interior and mental change.
Right.
And I can recognize that fully. Your actions aren't much different.
In what way?
In the sense of you are who you are, and you're not going to change that. And nobody should want to change somebody, in any way, unless it's for the better. And if
they're slow though, right?
Yeah, of course. But no, I've seen a lot of progression mentally, and a lot of wisdoms come about. And I guess that would be growing. I mean, I met somebody who already was very wise because they dealt with so much road blocking, you know what I mean, and hurt and pain from the past, and living with that, and everybody misunderstanding, not just what you're saying, but who you are. And there's a lot of reason behind that. But like I said, there's a lot of growth and a lot of realized wisdom that I have noticed just in your I say you have a huge drive to want to heal, and you've healed in many ways, or at least are on the path to healing. And I can say that because I have no resentments with you, in a sense. And we all feel resentment. I feel like we've gone through stuff together that we even haven't.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's not many people that can communicate in a way that we do. So, like, when I listen to things from your past, it made it really easy for me to listen and then absorb because I wasn't a part of it, right?
Right.
And so whenever I would listen, I wouldn't have those blocks, and so I didn't have those feelings getting in the way of me understanding. So there was no misunderstanding of what you're communicating to me. I didn't have roadblocks in the way of absorbing that.
It also made it easier for me to tell you the things I've never told people before, and what I was really feeling and doing, and the embarrassing things that made people not want to associate with me.
Yeah.
And how it was my part that was being played, not on them.
Yeah.
And that is something that is really hard to say because you're stripping your pride of who you, especially the persona I have built up of who I am to other people. And I'm really not on the inside this badass that can just take whatever. And
no, well, you are, but I know what you mean.
But not as much as I present.
Yeah. Well, you feel and hurt more than people see outwardly.
Yes.
You don't put it out there, but you feel it. You know what I mean? And that's how you come a long way. It's like you hit a huge turning point in your life. I think with me, in a sense, not that I caused it, but our connection made it to where you could start anew, in a sense of showing somebody who you really are. And I mean that by whenever you try to communicate with somebody from your past, right, that knows who you were way back then, they're already brain-rotted to the fact that they know who you are and you're never going to change.
Yes.
Right? And so like communicating things with people who know your attitude from your past, they already have that block. So it makes it so hard for you to grow out of that scenario because people are already judging you before you even get a word out.
And expecting.
And resenting. And so that communicational pathway is already destroyed. And they're not going to open it up and try to communicate and help you heal and move forward. Then you have to do it yourself. And you can't do that without somebody to communicate it with. And I think that unknowingly, whenever our paths crossed, it truly gave you a channel and communicatively to express things that you weren't able to express beforehand to try to repair. And so I think that really enabled you and me too. I'm not just talking about her like this. You know what I mean? She's helped me in a lot of ways too, just in different manifest. But I think that, yeah, that our connection has opened up the ability, the road to heal. And you really do have a soul shelter with me.
And you with me.
You know what I mean? And so I think that's really cool. I even I don't communicate very much, and I don't talk very much. Probably can't tell, but I don't talk very much.
Well, then, I want to change that. I think you do, but about surface things,
Yeah,
not about deep emotional,
yeah.
and you like it that way.
Well,
I,
I don't think I like it that way. I think that I've learned to live that way because of misunderstandings. I have a different set of circumstances that's happened to me in my life, and I've went through a lot of things, and I can tell you right now with 100% certainty that there is, I there's a lot of things that I will never be understood. Not that I don't understand it, I live it, but if you haven't experienced certain things, whenever you speak about it, people don't understand what you're speaking about, and or they can't associate the feelings with why it's detrimental to a person or whatever's trying to be portrayed or
which is
spoken
the
of.
emotional validation versus a factual argument.
Yes, because a lot of times you just want to be heard, and you just want to be. You're really trying to assure yourself that you're not crazy or that
Yes.
that your feelings, like you're not just feeling this overwhelming feeling because for no reason. Like you're not crazy. It's a real feeling. Everybody's feelings are real, and they need to be understood. If you feel misunderstood, it's because you don't have anybody to communicate with and absorb what you're saying, and you need that validation in order to feel sane and have a level mind.
There's many conversations that I know we have started with. I understand why you're feeling this way, but it's not real.